What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Social Interaction Show. As always, I am your host, Erik Reyes, and I am happy to be back with you guys. It has been a little bit. It's been a little bit. Not to say that I've been slacking. I've just been, putting all my ducks in a line, getting everything in order. If you remember the last time I was here with you guys, we had our very first guest on the show, Linnell Allen Vaughn. Shout out to him. Thank you so much, man, for coming on the show. It was a great time. Love talking about all the stuff that we did. Guys, if you haven't seen that episode yet, go check it out on YouTube. It's a good one. We talk about a lot of stuff like, surviving the zombie apocalypse. The apocalyptic world seems to be what we are living in today. With the whole quarantine thing, it has been a while since I've been on here with you guys, but we've been going through this for quite some time now. I have put the podcast on hold for a little bit just to try and, figure out my life and how I'm going to be going about things now with the whole quarantine going on. I was fortunate enough to be working for the past couple of weeks. However, I recently did just get furloughed at my job. And now we're just, navigating that and doing that just as many Americans are across the board. But this quarantine, man, it's no joke. It is no fucking joke. If we first started off, it was like 2 weeks. 2 weeks of quarantine. And me personally, I thought it was going to be, quick. I thought it was going to be done 2 weeks, bada bing, bada boom, forget about it, done, and we would have a cure. Then they extended it another 30 days, and I was like, oh, shit, well, things seem like they're getting serious. And it's kind of fucked up in a way because you never really know the extent of how serious things are until they start getting closer and closer and closer to home. And even then, when it is knocking on your back door, people are still chancing shit, The way I see it right now is just stay the fuck inside, stay inside, hang out with your family, get creative, do things inside, and, find different ways to pass the time, right? Because that's the only thing that we can do at the moment. There's a lot of people out there on the front lines, healthcare workers, people in grocery stores, all these things that, didn't really seem important on the everyday to life, and now are, what is considered essential. And it's damn right, like, we do need to eat and stay healthy, and, the nurses and doctors and grocery employees, it's, they are all essential, and, I'm rooting for everybody out there, and you guys are, my thoughts, and I hope that everybody stays safe out there, because it's fucking wild. It's savage. Things are savage when the government has to send you money, out of all the money that they ever take out of our shit, like all of our fucking, taxes for cars, taxes for this, taxes for that, this, shit gets bad when they send you $1,200. And here's my opinion on that, all right? It's my opinion. Don't fucking shoot me. It's just my opinion. $1,200, thank you. I really do appreciate it. But, it's not fucking enough. It's just not enough. We need more. The American people deserve more, first of all. Like $1,200 for being out of work for a month and a half, the 2 weeks and 30 days that's been already, established, not to mention if it gets extended at all. $1,200, people make that weekly, and it's still not enough sometimes. Like, there's people out here that have children. There's people out here that have bills, that are already behind on bills before this shit even went down, and we're working 3 jobs, and then they got laid off of all 3 jobs. And, it's just the American people, they deserve a little bit more. I'm not going to turn this shit into a presidential campaign, but, people are really supporting Trump and, like, being like, thank you, Trump. Like, thank you. Here, let me lay this shit down for you, okay? Let me lay this shit down. In this current situation that we're in, Donald Trump, right? He is our president. If I was the president, if fucking Rosie O'Donnell was the president, if fucking Ronald McDonald was the president, if anybody was the fucking president in a time like this, they would have all given us money, all right? Because that's the fucking thing. He's not a better person because he gave us this money. He did his fucking job. That's what you're supposed to do as the president, is take care of the American people, not just fucking pass bills that everybody thinks is bullshit and fucking type on Twitter all fucking day. That's not what the president does. The president's supposed to help the American people, look out for the better good of the American people. So I think $1,200 is like the least that man could have done, honestly. But, what can you do? What can you do? I know what you can do. Go out and vote. Cheap plug. Go vote. But anyway, I'll tell you, it has been a hell of a time finding ways to spend time. Because here's where I am at. Can you fucking imagine? Can you fucking imagine? Can you imagine? Imagine? Just imagine if this quarantine, this type of situation was happening pre-internet. What? Bro, what the fuck? If I was stuck in my house without any type of electronic, any type of Wi-Fi, any type of anything, I'm running out of books. Like, I know books are the thing, like like games, all this stuff, but like, listen, you know damn well everybody's at their fucking house right now on YouTube, on Netflix, on Hulu, on Disney Plus, on everything and anything related to the internet. And it's just crazy to think about what the fuck they were doing back then if they were ever put in this type of situation like this. Because I know that I have my fucking phone in my hand all damn day and I'm scrolling on TikTok, I'm scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, everything, watching videos, watching this, that, the other thing. I know I'm fucking playing Fortnite with the bros. Like, I'm playing Fortnite with my brothers and, I'm just chilling, like, listening to music on YouTube, just vibing out, like, hanging out. And, like, what the fuck would I do back in the day? Fucking churn butter? Like, are you fucking kidding me? What am I gonna do? Knit a scarf with Martha? No. Like, if I lived back then, I'd be outside. I would have to go hunt or some shit. Like, go get some caribou or some fucking deer. Something, Because sitting in the house underneath a candle for heat doesn't really seem like my idea of fun. Sorry. And neither does churning butter or going to milk the fucking Bessie out back, So I'm just very thankful that, although we are going through tough times at the moment, I'm very fortunate to be living in a time where we have internet and we can stay connected with things and, fucking FaceTime our families and, Zoom call. Fucking Zoom. Let's talk about Zoom. Where the fuck did you come from, Zoom? And why did you come out at the perfect fucking time? Who do you know? Who do you know, Zoom? People over there at Zoom, hit me back. Let me fucking know. Come on the show. Let me know. Who are you talking to over there, and why did you come out at the perfect time? Like, you was waiting on the coronavirus to come around so you could, what I mean? Like, whatever happened to Uvu and Skype? People just aren't fucking, they're not loyal. People aren't fucking loyal. And that's another thing. Let's go into something else, all right? I've been passing the time, I've been passing the time, right? In my house in this quarantine. Like I said, I've been going on TikTok, I've been going on Facebook and all this other shit. What I've been doing a lot is, I don't know why, I always stop on like the American Idol videos. And maybe it's because back in the day in like the 5th grade, me and my teacher, shout out Mrs. U. Haas, she was the shit. Shout out to her. Her and I, we would have this little competition over American Idol back in the day of like Chris Daughtry, when he was on it. I think that was the year, actually, the exact year. We would wager on the American Idol show, the show on TV, the singing show, and we would wager apple pies because she liked apple pies. No, I had apple pies and she liked lemon pies. Lemon pies were her shit. So we would always vote and see, like, who do you think's going to get voted off American Idol this week, Miss Uhas? And she would say somebody, and I'd be like, no, this person. And then, whoever won would get their pie of their choosing, right? So I'm going through the shows, and I'm watching them sing and stuff. And, it's really a shame how much American Idol has fucking changed since back then, because American Idol is bullshit now. It's fucking straight up bullshit. I'm going to say it like it is right now. It's bullshit. Nowadays on American Idol, if you don't have a fucking backstory, if you don't have a backstory that brings tears and emotions and sadness to everybody that watches your backstory, you're not on the show. Nope. If your name's not fucking Kevin and you lived in Alaska in a fucking igloo for 9 years and you have a fucking snow dog who pulls sleds and he has 3 legs and you call him Hop and you decided to come to LA because You want to show Hop that anything's fucking possible when you go sing on American Idol and you're auditioning for Hop, and everybody's fucking tearing up because Hop also has fucking, type 2 diabetes, and, they're all sad because he comes hopping into the fucking room and he meets Katy Perry and fucking Lionel Richie and fucking Luke Bryan, and now everybody in the room's fucking crying, and then you sing a song and they're like, oh my God, you're going to Hollywood. They all say it in unison. They don't even have to vote. You don't even think about what this is going to do to Hop. The change of temperature from Alaska to fucking LA is crazy. But everybody eats it the fuck up. Everybody eats it up. If you're not homeless, living in a box for 2 fucking days, and you have 7 daughters and they're all spread up across the globe, and you're gonna sing and you're gonna find your daughters magically on American Idol, you're not getting on the show. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a great fucking singer. Nobody cares about the voice. Everybody cares about the story. Everybody cares about the come up. And also everybody cares about seeing people on TV that are doing a lot worse than they are so they can feel better about themselves. That's what makes reality TV so fucking great. When you see people, like, think about it, Jersey Shore, for instance. Jersey Shore, like, you're like, these fucking guys are crazy. They're completely out of their minds. Well, at least I'm not them. I love that show. It makes me feel so much better about myself. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm not a Guido. Da-da-da-da. That's what that's for. That's all that's for. But hear me out. All right, that's not even the point of what I'm talking about, okay? So American Idol has, it's got competition, right? There's competition out there for everything, You can't have the Eagles without having the Steelers. You can't have American Idol without having The Voice, right? So, American Idol's there. You watch the videos, and then, like, the video right underneath it is like, here's a video of the same category. And it always just so happens to be The Voice, like a video from The Voice and somebody auditioning on that show, or like one of the battle rounds, right? So The Voice has Nick Jonas on the show. They're getting a lot of hype and shit. Adam Levine used to be on it. For those people that don't know or have never seen The Voice, right? Here, let me tell you. There's 4 judges, and they're facing away from the performer that's on stage, right? The person is coming out and they're singing and shit. So, and their family's usually back there, like, waiting with that guy with the mic who's like the knockoff Ryan Seacrest, right? So basically the premise of the show is, like, you come out, you sing. If they like you, they'll press their button and the chair turns around. If you get more than one chair turn, then you're fucking, you know what I mean? Then they fight for you and shit. And they always do some stupid shit. It's ridiculous. So there's 4 judges on the show, right? There's Blake Shelton, who's been there from the start, right? Old-ass country dude who's, everybody always makes fun of his age on the show and that he's been there the longest. And then there's, who else is on there? Right now it's Nick Jonas. Nick Jonas is on there. John Legend's on there. All of you. So that song, that guy. John Legend. And then there's Kelly Clarkson. And just let that sink in real quick. Give you a minute to think it over. Yep, I said Kelly Clarkson. If you're starting to get it, Kelly Clarkson got her fucking start on American Idol. This bitch got her start on American Idol, right? I'm going to get real passionate for a second because this fucking bitch, Kelly Clarkson, right? She got her start on American Idol when she was young, like young. Like, she was just coming out, like, in a singing competition. That's where she got her start. That paved the way to fame for her. And Kelly Clarkson is a household name nowadays, right? So you can't fucking tell me. You can't tell me that American Idol didn't hit up Kelly Clarkson before they hit up Katy Perry talking about, will you please be a judge on our show because Simon and Randy and fucking Paula left, right? And then J-Lo came through and it was just a shit show. They asked Kelly Clarkson to be a judge, and you know damn well they did. And she said no. And then she went to be a judge on The Voice. Like, that is just, like, who fucking raised you, Kelly Clarkson? Where is your decency? Show some fucking appreciation to the people that put you on. Show some appreciation to the people that put you on. The only time I've ever seen Kelly Clarkson even go near American Idol after she won is when other people are coming to win, and she'll come back on the show and be like, yeah, I'm going to sing one song, and it's going to be my new song, and it's a single release, and I'm going to promote it on American Idol because this is where I start. And you're, like, taking the limelight away from, like, the new winner and shit because everybody's like, oh, my God, Kelly Clarkson, do you remember when she was on the show? Da, 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 da. And then you're going to go and fucking be a judge on The Voice. Like, fuck you, Kelly. Fuck you. Where is the decency? There is none. You have no decency, and that's where I'm at with that. I feel for you, American Idol. Hashtag American Idol over The Voice. Actually, The Voice is such a damn good show, but fuck Kelly Clarkson because she really turned her back on American Idol, and that's just crazy to me. It's fucking crazy to me. You know what else is fucking crazy? Living in the city of Philadelphia. Living in the city of Philadelphia. All right. I moved here in August. I've been here for like 9 months now. My lease is ending up, and like I've been thinking a lot about, you know, all the crazy shit that I've experienced since moving into this house and like into this apartment, and all the things that I've seen like night in Philly, like when I'm out in the town, and just even back and forth down the street from the 7-Eleven to my house has been a fucking mad house. Philadelphia is the most fucking crazy city that I've ever been a part of, and it's animals. So for those of you that don't follow me on Snapchat, the other day I posted on my Snapchat a story about this homeless guy that was in front of the 7-Eleven, right? A lot of things happen at this 7-Eleven. A lot of fucking weird things. It's kind of like the hub for all like the weird shit. So other night at 7-Eleven, now I got 2 stories. So this is the first one that was on my Snapchat. And if you don't want, follow me on Snapchat, you can follow me, Rayman27, I think it is. Rayman27, follow me on there. But the other day, right, there's a homeless man in front of the 7-Eleven. And they only let 5 people in at a time right now due to the whole quarantine thing. And it's, whatever, all for good measures. But that kind of gives, like, the homeless guys and, like, other people out there to, like, the freedom to come up to you and, like, hassle you for fucking shit and change. So this guy comes up to me, right? And now don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not a bad person. Like, if I really have it, like, you got it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a bad person. So the other day, I'm standing out there in line waiting to go in so I can get a couple things for the house. And this homeless guy comes up to me. He says, you got any change, man? Like, no. Right off the bat, no. And then he says, will you get me some food? And I was like, you know what, man? Like, I'll get you something to eat. Sure, why not? So going to 7-Eleven, I get him a nice sandwich, nice looking sandwich in there. And I bring it out, buy it, get my shit, da-da-da-da. And I give him the sandwich. And I say, here you go, bro. Have a great night. And he said, you got any change, any pennies, nickels, anything? And I said, bro, like, if you said you wanted the money for food in the beginning, I got you food. Like, what do you need the money for now, right? And this man said anything. And I was like, nah, bro, I don't have it. Now, here's where the fucking story gets fucked up. I said I don't have it after buying this man a nice sandwich that he could have eaten that night, right? This man decides to take this fucking sandwich and chuck it in front of my face, right across on the floor. Fuck you. He said, fuck you, Eric. Fuck this sandwich. Fuck you. You should have gave me a couple nickels and dimes. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Basically spit in my fucking face when he did that shit because I just spent my money on you, bitch. I just spent my fucking money on you so you can get a fucking meal in your stomach for the night, and because I don't have any pennies or nickels to give you, you're going to chuck this sandwich. And here's the fucked up thing about it. There was like 3 or 4 homeless people out there, and I chose you to give this sandwich to, and I know those other motherfuckers were hungry. I know they were hungry. I know it. And you decided to throw that fresh sandwich on the floor. You're fucked up. And I told him, I was like, listen, bro, you fucked up. I said, just how you guys remember us, because they do when they see you multiple times, and especially if you give them change, they remember you every time. Hey, man, you remember me? Da, 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 da. And, it's weird because you remember them too. And best believe that I will not be forgetting that motherfucker ever for, like, literally doing that. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm really heated about the situation because that's so disrespectful to me. Like, I literally went out of my way to get you some food. And, like, not to mention there's other people there that were very hungry and deserve to eat just as much as you did. And I chose you, and you're going to throw the sandwich on the floor. I don't know what you wanted the money for, bro, but I'm not here to support anybody's drug habits. So Like, if you want a meal, like, I never mind buying anybody a meal, but I will for sure never buy that dude a fucking meal ever again. So, shout out to that fucking dude at the 7-Eleven that threw that sandwich away when he could have ate that night. Shout out to you, dickhead. So, another thing that happened at that 7-Eleven, right? This is pre-quarantine, though, so a long time ago before this happened. I just never really talked about it on the show because I think it's like, I don't know, honestly, I needed to process it because it was a fucking lot. It was a lot. So, it's like, it's definitely dark out. It's probably like 8:30, and I'm walking down to the 7-Eleven, and it's nighttime, and the one side of the 7-Eleven that I walk up through, there's like a trash can and like a dumpster right by it, right? And it's like the wall of the 7-Eleven. There's a couple of parking spaces there, but they're usually the ones that are like empty. So I'm walking up to get a couple things for the house again, and I see like two chicks, right? Just like making out, like hardcore, like just fucking going at it, like all that shit, right? So I'm looking and I'm walking up closer, and then I see like they're fucking, you know, like their fucking hands are just fucking vibrating, like your phone's getting a fucking phone call and you got it on silent, but the vibrator's still on, and they're just fucking digging in each other's pants. They're just fucking going to town, just fucking finger blasting each other on the side of a 7-Eleven. On the side of a 7-Eleven, what are you fucking doing? Go home. And you don't even choose the clean side. You didn't even choose the fucking clean side. You chose the side by the dumpster. But then here's the fucking thing about it. If you're going to go and hook up, you just can't wait because you're just fucking wet and wild and ready to go. If you just can't wait to get home, like, why not go next to the dumpster if you're going to choose that side that smells, you know? At least try and conceal it from the general public because, listen, fucking people bring their kids there. People bring their kids, you know? They got little kid snacks in there, fucking applesauce pouches and shit. And you're just getting blasted. And I know we live in a college town, right? I live in a college town in Philadelphia. I'm not going to, I'm not going to go into detail on where it's at, but I live in a college town. It's primarily college town, right? And you're just finger blasting each other on the side of a 7-Eleven, just going the fuck to town. Like, not giving a shit who's around you, like cops, none of that shit. You guys are just fucking going in. Like, you're just, like, going in. Like, going in. And it's a lot. You know, there's no reason why you couldn't just wait to go home. Like, just go home. Just go home and do that shit. I understand if you're just, like you're super fucking drunk and you're just, you're walking home from a fucking rager, dude, and you just need to make out with your girl like right now, right here on the sidewalk, and just go for it. But don't fucking finger blast your chick in the middle of everything. And she's just like, they're just cool with it. You're just cool with it. Like, just go film porn. Just go fucking make a porno. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? Jesus. It was cringeworthy to say the least. And, there's a lot of cringeworthy shit that's been happening in this apocalypse. And I just got a question for everybody. Is this the kind of television you like? Is this really what you guys are about? And I know that everybody knows exactly what the hell I'm talking about without even saying a damn word. But I am going to say the title of the show that I'm referencing right now when I say, is this really, really the type of show that you people like? Tiger King. Tiger King. Joe Exotic. Carol Baskin. And the other guys. And the person that got their arm bit off. I got one question about this show, and I got one question for all of you that watch the show. What in the meth and feta fuck is going on here? Who really produced a show about a bunch of fucking meth heads that happen to have enough money to go and buy fucking tigers? Who did this? I want to fucking speak to you. Who at Netflix decided, let's do it. Let's produce the show. Let's run it on the air. And you know what? People are going to fucking love it because people are addicted to the show just like the people on the show are addicted to meth. I was all about the tigers. I was all about the tiger kittens and like little baby tigers and shit. That shit was cute, And then it started out, and then it ended up like just unraveling into like Carol Baskin, she killed her fucking husband, which she did, and like Joe Exotic has 17 husbands and they all have 4 teeth a person, and you know they all love meth, and he, oh, by the way, he's a fucking magician and he does magic tricks and shit, and he tells everybody to go and fucking go to his tiger sanctuary because he has tigers there, and Carol Baskin has 99 employees that she doesn't pay at all. Like, what the fuck is going on in this show? What the fuck, Netflix? What the fuck, everybody on Facebook? What the fuck, Carol Baskin? What is going on? Why are we entertained? Why do we like this? Why did I like the show? I didn't even like the show. The whole time I was like, fuck, I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna turn this off. But no, I kept fucking watching because you know what? I bought into it. I bought into it just like the rest of you dumbasses out there who really fuck with Tiger King. Like, there's people out there like, what the fuck is that TikTok? Carol Baskin killed her husband. What's happening? Like, what the fuck is going on? And why does this shit happen so quick? It's like, it's just like instant. It's instant. Everybody's just jumping on the wave, jumping on it. You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. I hate watching shows when they first come out and everybody's buzzing and ranting and raving about them. I still haven't watched Game of Thrones because it's such a good show that people are still talking about it. The people that, you know, they came into the game late and they're watching it, now they're all talking about it. And I'm just waiting for that second wave to go through so that I can enjoy it and watch it. But I'm not going to watch it when everybody's talking about it. But something about this Tiger King shit just seemed off to me. And I needed to check it out firsthand and see what the hell what was going on. Like, who would have fucking thought that, like, there was there's gangs in Tiger Sanctuary life. Like, there really is fucking gangs. Like, they were out here killing each other, plotting on killing each other. Joe Exotic's currently in prison for attempted murder for hire on Carol Baskin, the woman who allegedly killed her husband. And then, listen to this shit. In the fucking documentary, right? She literally says, if I were to kill somebody, you know, I would just fucking lather them up in sardine oil, something that the cats like. That seems a little specific there, Carol, doesn't it? Don't you think? It seems like you actually almost had a plan, you know, since your husband went missing, and then she's got this fucking new husband at the end of the series and shit, and he just looks like a fucking robot. Like, she programmed the shit out of this guy to say whatever the hell she wants him to say, do whatever the hell she wants him to do. Like, Carol Baskin, I think she's really like a head mob, like El Chapo type bitch. Like, she really will off you, like, and she's got a gang of homies to do it. Like, she's really riding with some gats. Like, she went up and down on that bike trail not giving a fuck, knowing that somebody was out for her. She had bounties on her head, and she was still caking, and people still wanted to work for free. They said fucking 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, no pay. Get the fuck out of here. I wouldn't work one day, one volunteer shift for you, Carol Baskin, you crazy ass motherfucker. What are you doing? What are you doing? She had millions, bro. You couldn't pay your employees. That's one of the craziest things about the fucking documentary right there. It's fucking ridiculous. And then, like, none of, like, Joe Exotic, he's a gay man, and none of his husbands were gay, apparently. None of them. They were all, like, having sex with the secretaries and the receptionist on the fucking sanctuary. What? Maybe that's why, because that show is just such a shit show, and it's so hard to follow. It's not even hard to follow, but there's just so much shit that's, like, coming out of left field, and maybe that's why people like the show, because I'm still trying to figure it out, and I'm not going to watch it again. I refuse to rewatch it, because I really wasted my life on a couple episodes. Like, Joe Exotic meant nothing to me. Carol Baskin meant nothing to me. I never knew who these people were. I never knew pet sanctuaries like that existed. Like, it never even dawned to me in my life, but now it's such a big thing. Like, I heard rumors that they reopened the case about Carol Baskin's fucking husband years later after they closed the case, just because they did a Netflix documentary on it and everybody came out. And then, like, the one dude who looks like the fucking Great Value brand, Adam Levine, like, he came out and he was like, yeah, they made me look so bad in the documentary. And I was like, dude, that's how you looked in the documentary. Like, nobody made you do methamphetamine and have 4 teeth. I'm being generous when I say 4 teeth. My guy had 3. That's ridiculous. Like, what are you guys doing over there? And you guys have money. Like, you guys have so much fucking money. You guys are millionaires with these tigers and shit. And you can't buy some fucking dentures. You can't buy some dentures. Come on, man. Just buy a couple teeth. A couple more for the front row, like top row. Like, that's all you need. Something that when you fucking giggle or when you smile, you know, you got something there. I don't want to look into a fucking dark hole abyss in your mouth. And Netflix really shit the bed with that one, man. They have such great shows there, and it's like every now and then people like they just put out a stinker that everybody loves. It makes no sense to me, that show at all. It drives me insane that people really out here are like watching that shit and enjoying it and giving those people even more money by watching it. Clearly everybody on that show is an asshole. They're definitely not animal activists like they portray themselves to be, because those conditions that those lions, tigers, bears were living in was not right. Not right at all. And that place should have got shut down immediately when the handler, one of the handlers, they got their whole arm bit off, and she went to work the next Tuesday. Like, what a fucking Spartan warrior. So Joe Exotic wouldn't get in trouble. She went back to work like 2 days after getting her arm bitten off. Like, gone. They said, yeah, like, it'll take a couple months, and you'll have to go through therapy. We could save your arm, or we can amputate it. And she said, amputate that shit. And then they went back to work the next day. She's a Spartan warrior. That shit is so wild, bro. What the hell? Like, what would you do? What would you do in that situation? Are you going back to work? Are you waiting for them to fix your arm? Like, first of all, what were you doing that the lion or the tiger or whatever the hell was in that cage literally munched your shit off of? Clearly you were doing something wrong. Or you just, just don't have fucking tigers in a cage. Just let them go, you know what I mean? Just let them be free and like, you ever see The Lion King? All those tigers and lions, not tigers, but like lions and shit, they're all just, on Pride Rock. Like, just leave the lions at Pride Rock. That's all. And never trust any female that wears only tiger print. Like, well, you're crazy, Carol Baskin. You're crazy, 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 crazy. All right, guys. So that being said, aside from all the bullshit that's been going on in this quarantine, I generally am excited nowadays. Just because I got a lot more free time. Lately, I have been playing around with the camera, guys, so that way we can get some visual up in here. Just waiting on some lighting structures, that way we can get the right lighting in here, because my apartment is super, super dark, and we just need to fix that. But, I've been working with some video. We're getting that on soon. We got some more guests coming on the show. With the whole quarantine thing right now, I am still looking to get some guests on the show. We're just doing it a little differently at the moment. We're going to be utilizing a lot of Skype calling. We're going to be looking into the Zoom option, since that's so readily available nowadays. That's primarily the two that I'm looking at right now to be able to get some more guests on the show. Right now I do have a couple guests lined up for the next couple of episodes. However, I am still looking to get some more on. A couple advantages that are along with the Skype calls now, with the whole guest being on the show. I can open it up to a broader area. I can get more guests if you're not local to me. And yeah, we can have you come on the show. I'm looking forward to a bunch of guests that we're going to be getting on the show in the future, and there is a lot in the works, man. I'm telling you, videos coming soon, so look out for that. We're going to be on all different types of platforms coming in the next week. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as always, YouTube. We're going to be on those, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. Still looking for a co-host as well, so make sure you guys submit if you think you can dance with me, talk the talk. And if we have, general chemistry on the air, and if you can, give your opinion without feeling sorry or, regretting who you may offend along the way, please, submit to the social interactions show@gmail.com. Please, submit. Let's get you on a test run. Let's do a mock podcast, something for fun. We'll just talk, have a general conversation. That's, what this is about. If we got chemistry, we could talk, then you might be a good fit. That's it. We'll talk logistics later and stuff, but that's about it. So we're still looking for that. Anybody that wants to be a guest on the show can also submit to the email account. Hit me up, send me a DM on the Instagram page if you want to come on. Rappers, actors, dancers, singers, models, teachers, plumbers, anything that you are, please come on the show. Like, I want to talk to you. If you're unemployed, come talk to me. Let me know how your quarantine's doing. Like, it'll help you pass the time, man. Just come and talk. Let's chat for a little bit. All it is just real, cool, calm conversation. All right, everyone. Thank you so much again for tuning in to another episode of the Social Interaction Show. As always, I am your host, Erik Reyes. Make sure you give us a like and a follow. Subscribe on YouTube, Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at the Social Interaction Show. Follow me, your host, at the Erik Reyes on Instagram, and make sure you guys go and subscribe to our YouTube page. We got some things coming in the works. Stay tuned, stay excited, stay healthy out there in this quarantine. Stay creative, stay positive, stay motivated too. I know times are tough, but we'll get through it together, all right? I'll catch y'all next time.